With regard to the helicopter, we have designed, developed, manufactured advanced light helicopter, which is of 5.5 ton category. It had started with Mark 1, we came up to Mark 4, and today we are proud to say that India is one among the 6 countries in the world who have the capability of design, development, manufacture and support of helicopters. ALH in different versions, it can carry 14 troops. We also weaponized it, which we call it as Rudra, and the weaponized helicopter squadron has been raised by Indian Army. It has a 20 mm gun. The pilot has the pilot helmet mounted pointing system where he can look, lock and fire the gun or the missile or the rockets. Being indigenous designers of this platform, we can make this platform to suit the requirements of independent customers. Learning from advanced light helicopter, we have created advanced light combat helicopter. Light combat helicopter is again the same of 5.5 ton. And it has more of a stealth characteristics, except 2 pilots, one a gunner and the pilot who would operate this. It's very agile and deliver the weapons against the targets very effectively. Today, we have an acceptance of necessity to produce 15 light combat helicopters for Indian Air Force and Indian Army. We are sure with this performance of this light combat helicopter during the Iron Fist 2016, the numbers would go up, and the AON, which is actually looking at it, would be more than 100 light combat helicopters requirement. We are very comfortable in designing, developing, and a prototype which you have seen on the formation flight on the first day of Aero India, light utility helicopter, which is of 3 ton category. And the first flight of this helicopter has happened on 6th of September 2016. We intend to clear the basic airframe characteristics and operational availability by 2017 and certification by 2018. Are you all aware that we have launched as a next step a 12-ton helicopter? The mock-up of this concept is displayed in HAL stall. So this would be the future design development activity at the helicopter complex of HAL. We also created a strategic business unit for UAVs. We are risk-sharing partners for the Rustum 2. We are investing about 210 crores in the Rustum 2 project, and as and when the project matures and the production rights would be given to HAL, and we are participating as a risk-sharing partners in this project. We did design our own 8 kg class UAV, which is proved its flying characteristics, and now we are it is ready for productionizing, and we are taking and giving a demonstration to the possible customers on this 8 kg class UAV. Moving on from that, we know the technologies which need to be created. We have been largely dependent on aircraft engines. Every platform engine has been imported or license built. HAL has invested in indigenous design of 25 kilonewton engine. The engine is running 3 years back. Currently the engine is running at its 100 RPM on its test bed. Knowing the requirement and the strength of HAL in the helicopters, all our ALH, LCH and LUH have imported engines. Even though we make them from raw material in India under transfer of technology, we felt the need that we need to have our own engine, and HAL has launched a 1200 kilowatt engine design, development and manufacturing. you must have seen, or you could see this in the HAL stall, the rapid prototype model of this engine. And also we've started the metal cutting, and we intend to start this engine by December 2017 on our test bed. We created real-time operating systems. We are investing in integrated aircraft display systems. We are also trying to indigenize the aircraft auto flight control systems, AFCS, for the helicopters. And if you have seen our stall, you would be seeing this 3D communications and various state-of-the-art technologies which are being designed and invented by the HAL designers for our future applications on our rotary or fixed wing platforms. We know that we are the lead aerospace industry in the country, and it would be our responsibility to create an ecosystem here for aviation industry. Hence, we are trying to develop the private partners from mere manufacturing of a tertiary components, that is a component manufacturing, to move them up the value chain of second line, level 2 or level 1 suppliers. This can be seen from the request for quotation or request for informations which have been put on the HAL websites. And I'm proud to tell you that on the light combat aircraft, we have contracted with 5 vendors to supply us major assemblies, that is the front fuselage, center fuselage, rear fuselage, wing and roll equipment. A private industry, we will handhold and meet any technical or training requirements on the vendors till they would be supplying us the required quality product, and we believe that this would enhance the deliverables from HAL. HAL wants to be an integrator. We want the aero ecosystem in India to manufacture and supply to HAL, so that the value addition from HAL could be the integration. Being the lead industry, we can be the warrantor, guarantor of the products which could be sold from HAL. Further, knowing the requirements of the skill, it's very clear that HAL has built these capabilities over 7 decades. And the Indian industry is willing to participate in it, and they want to participate in a more higher level engagement with HAL. But one thing you have to note, that the skill sets for aviation industry demands very high. And while we have so many engineers coming out of engineering colleges, but then the people with an aviation experience and suitable to aero industry are very, very less. Realizing the requirement, HAL has formed a Section 8 company to skill people in aerospace sector, and we have formed Aerospace Avionics Skill Sector Council, which is a Section 8 company with BICC and CRT, with an intention to train 4 lakh aviation experts in the next 10 years, and also to train 40,000 trainers. Now the Skill Sector Council is doing a good job across. They have Skill Sector Councils for more than 30 skills sectors. One is the aero sector, where we are trying to build the job roles and also national NSQRs, which would allow a formal and informal education to be and to facilitate the job. He can qualify to get a job across the nation. That's how the standards are being fixed. And HAL chairman has the chairperson. HAL chairman is the chairperson for the AASC Skill Sector Council. This is what I would like to tell you about HAL. And in case of any specific thing, please let me know.